Are we rolling? Swear. What's up, guys? It's McKinley Crain here, and today I'm going to be doing my spoiler-free movie review of the 2007 movie Spider-Man 3. Now, before we get started, I would just like to say that I've seen all of the theatrically released Spider-Man movies, and some are better than others. I actually love this movie, even though a lot of people don't. I think it's a very underrated film. Is it the best Spider-Man movie? No. Is it perfect? No, but it's still a great movie. Because it does what it's supposed to do. Like, it makes you feel the emotions you're supposed to feel. Like, I don't know about you, but when, bad stuff happened to characters in this movie, I could feel what they were going through, if you know what I mean. I could, I cared about the characters in this movie. And, this movie does a good job of, making everybody care about the characters in this movie, if you know what I mean. Anyway, so this movie stars Tobey Maguire as Peter Parker, aka Spider-Man, who basically in this movie bonds with a symbiote and has to deal with that, and also has to fight three villains. The first being the new Goblin who wants revenge on Spider-Man. The second being Venom, and the third being the most sympathetic of all the villains, Sandman. Anyway, so I really enjoyed this movie. Like I said, I really enjoyed it. It's an underrated gem. It's a great movie. I felt sympathetic for Flint Marko, aka Sandman. And that's what the movie was trying to make us do, like everybody do. I know I'm not the first person who's ever said this. I know that other people have said this, but the reason why Spider-Man 3 is such a great movie is because it does everything right. It does what it's supposed to do. And what I mean by other people saying this is, other people defending Spider-Man 3, using a similar explanation, aka defense. Anyway, I just really loved this movie. It was just a well edited. Everything in this movie is great, but everything in this movie is great, but it's not perfect. Anyway, like I said, it was just a well edited, well written, well done movie. And I know that Sam Raimi hates this film, and I can understand why, because he didn't get to make it like he wanted to. And I'm sure it would have been better if the studio would have let him make it like he wanted to make it. But that doesn't mean what we got wasn't great. This is still a great movie. It's just not a perfect movie. Anyway, I'm going to give this movie an 86% out of 100%, which is the equivalent of an A-. In the comments down below, tell me what do you think of this movie if you've seen it. Did you like it? Did you love it? Did you hate it? Did you mildly dislike it? Did you think it was okay? What did you think? Tell me down below. Like, subscribe, join the notification squad. I will return.